Jimmy! Ricky! You! Smack Attack!
Up now, bow me down. You fear me now, you fear me now. No more hustle, just beat you down. You fear me now, you fear me now. You thought I left, now I'm back, still ruthless. No handshakes, no smiles, just bruises. No more chains, no merch, no gimmicks. I don't need your love, just count my digits. The franchise now I own the whole game. No cheap pops, just hard shot to your brain. I ain't your hero, I'm the villain in the ring. No loyalty, no respect, just pain that I bring. Your time is up, now bow me down. You fear me now, you fear me now. No more hustle, just beat down. You fear me now, you fear me now. I don't do handouts, I don't do shares. I break your idols, I shatter careers.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Smack Attack. We are live on Hamin Media Group's YouTube channel and of course on channelattitude.com after the fact. I am your host, Jimmy T. He is my co-host, R to the B to the V. And Rick, it was a bit of a letdown, shall we say, with Friday Night SmackDown.
Well, yeah, we're going to get to that blue brand, singing the blues, blue balls, leaving you sore. But today is about one man, one thing. A quarter of the century in the making. No mistaking, we are to celebrate John Cena today because the last time is now. Saturday night's main event, just a few hours away. Jimmy, we're going to do a little bit of a preview of that, what to expect, what we should be looking forward to as fans, and the celebration for, yes, the GOAT, his final farewell bell to bell. And maybe what the future holds for John Cena, a little bit of what to expect tonight. But yeah, Jimmy, hey, the reason we're here, brings us together, is we got to talk a little WWE SmackDown. Last night's episode from somewhere in Podunk, Pennsylvania. Not a whole lot to talk about. We usually save it for the back end, but we're going to kick this week's show off with it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And it is all about John Cena. It still hasn't even sunk into me yet, Rick, that his time is up and his time is now. I mean, it's time's up, if anything. And but I don't know if did you get to listen to any of his numerous podcasts that he's been on this week?
He was on the PR, I would say train, man. He was everywhere. He was on fire this week, man, talking to everybody, spreading that good word. You know, he wants all eyes here. He wants to share this moment with the world, with his fans. And what a diverse, unique set of fans he is, like no other face that's run the place. Top guy in that business is with what John Cena's experience, amazing growth financially in the company, global expansion. What a career, and he wants everyone to be there to celebrate that with him, man. But hey, he can spin it. That guy's a PR machine.
He can spin it. Oh, that's true. He can spin it. But I will say this. Out of all the podcasts that I have listened to with John Cena, I feel like his Rogan one was the most John Cena podcast I've heard ever. As a matter of fact, I felt like he was his true self. He wasn't wearing no suit. He was just all in black. He was just casually dressed. And the way he was talking was very real, it felt, man. And
there's a reason that Joe Rogan's number one in the world at this,
right?
And he has been for a while, man. He can get to the individual by hour. He'll break you down. That hour one, you can go in there, do whatever you think your program, whatever the machine's got you programmed to. By hour two, man, he's got Elon Musk in there smoking doobies with him, and he brings out the real in people, and that's what he got with John Cena. We did get to see a little bit of the real deal there. I enjoyed that one. I liked him over on Pat McAfee. Kick back a little bit, dropped a couple F-bombs there on ESPN.
I haven't heard that one yet, but one thing I did notice though, he does drop a lot of F-bombs, dude. Like just casually.
That's how people talk. That's how people talk. So yeah, I think we're getting a glimpse. We're getting a glimpse. We're all excited here. It's December 13th. What does this day hold for John Cena? How emotional is this going to be? What is he going to deliver? What's WWE going to deliver? But really, I think the intrigue is, what does December 14th hold for John Cena as he closes this chapter, this in-ring chapter, his final bell to bell. But he has signed a 5-year deal with WWE, so he's going to be an ambassador. So he's still going to be involved with the company, just not in a wrestling aspect. And when a man says he's stepping away, I believe him in this sense. I know we've heard it so many times. People say, I'm done, and they come back. You never retire in this business, they say. But I think he's going to be the one to break the mold, as he has in so many other aspects of his career. Well, Jimmy,
do you think he truly?
Hold on.
Well,
Let's hold on this Cena talk, man. We're going to do it on the backside. We're going to get the BS out of the way. And then we're going to move on to what we should be here today for. And again, that's celebrating the one John Cena. But yeah, we do got some blue brand to talk about. It's not a whole lot. We're going to get through it pretty quick. And then we can focus on a little bit of John Cena, getting the hype for the big watch party here on the platform later on tonight. Let's go. Brandon's having all his best friends over. We're going to have a good time and just celebrating and kicking back and enjoying tonight's show the way that it should be. But yeah, last night, SmackDown, December 12th, Po Town. You don't want to go there. Pennsylvania, somewhere in the flats of Pennsylvania is where they're at before they make their way to Washington, D.C. for tonight, Saturday night's main event. Jimmy, without some certain details here, man, you kind of said you thought it felt flat, man, last night. It left you that way? You don't have nothing to say about it, or?
Oh, no, I do. Sorry, because I was hearing double, like you repeated for some reason. I was just.
Was it maybe like case where, I mean, what without going into details, because we're going to break down the happenings, the headlines there, but what were you expecting maybe a little more? I know some people were using the term this week, go home shows. I don't necessarily think that's true, but I just don't think they did a whole lot of. There was one really good piece of business on this show for me.
Yeah, and it did not feel like, I mean, they did not feel like go-home shows. Let's be real here. I mean, it really didn't.
Well, and there's a reason. There's a reason for that. And I think it's going over most people's heads.
Or do you think that reason is obviously John Cena?
Well, yeah, because I think a lot of people don't understand what tonight is. And we're going to talk about that later. So it's not, we don't have a whole lot of angles coming in. This is a separate sort of show. And I want to talk about that, what that means, especially from inside the business, from promoters, things like that I think a lot of people are completely missing. But anyway, I'll jump into it. So we open up, we get the intros, we get this opening to this show immediately has me beating my head against the wall because it makes zero freaking sense. We get the recap of last week of Drew showing up, the confrontation with Cody. Drew then being told that he has not officially been reinstated after his involvement at War Games. He still has to leave the arena. So he takes off. We get that recap. We go to Michael Cole and Corey Graves, who say, that was last week. We now have a very important message from our general manager, Nick Aldis. We get a video of Nick Aldis pleading with Drew McIntyre. I've been trying to reach you. You won't answer my calls, but this is the only way I know how to maybe get a hold of you. Please come to the arena tonight. Come to the arena tonight. So you're airing this, not on social media or anything. You're airing this at the start of the show. Drew McIntyre could be anywhere in the world. He could be at his home in Scotland. He could be in Florida, anywhere around the globe. But you're hoping that he is in Podunk, Pennsylvania tonight to show up at the arena for SmackDown. Okay.
I hated this.
Wrestling now says, maybe he's kind of lurking around. He's been following the blue trailers, the trucks and all that, wait for an opportunity. You never know he's going to show up and attack Cody. So Aldis is like, all right, I'm going to give the open invite. Not even 45 seconds later, I give up. I'm just going to go to his house this week, is what he tells Cody.
Dude, this was cringe.
It was so cringe in the open. Like, none of it made any sense. Like, it was like they had ideas but I thought I was like time skipping. Like, I was so numb and just like my brain dead to this product that I was just having laps in time where I was just jumping around.
Dude, this was very AEW-esque, if anything. when they don't make sense, it's exactly what you see. Not just does it not make sense, right? But you got the whole Oba Femi Cody match also happening, right? Which really, you could just see this whole show I'm talking about even Saturday night's main event. I know it's all about Cena, but in general, it's been rushed, dude, in every sense of the way. Where maybe this Drew Cody match should have happened at Saturday night's main event, and then we can just move on. But of course,
no, you again are confusing. So I'll cut in here. Saturday night's main event should not be looked at as canon. It should not be looked at as canon, and that's where
you're right. You're right. I agree with that.
People are. So these other programs, Drew and Cody would not make sense because in the narrative of John Cena's request, the last match, it is a showcase. It is exhibition.
No, you're right. I agree with that.
Drew doesn't fit into that. Okay.
Right.
So Cody's still worried about that. So he can multitask. So we do get Cody go to the ring. And again, he's fired up. He's been wanting Drew, but still we get the, what do you want to talk about?
I hate that. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I mean, there's a time and a place for that without trying to just get your shit in. Now, the one thing I will applaud that popped me for this SmackDown is the introduction to the grander universe of the ruler. Oba Femi came out here in this open with Cody Rhodes and knocked it out of the park. This dude is only 3 years in, a development champ, and he went out there and shined like he's been doing this for a decade.
Dude, he looked like $1 million. Literally, not only did he look like $1 million, but like you said, he hit that promo right out the literal park. But I feel like, it's still, I feel Cody's disrespecting him though. Still, you know what I'm saying?
That could be a part of the show. Cody is he's got other things on his plate right now.
Exactly.
More personal pressing issues. And this is an exhibition, so maybe his eye isn't on.
I mean, maybe, you're right. And you know what? Is it possible, Rick? Well, I feel like we're going to get some sort of bullshit when it comes to that match, though, Rick. When they do have that match at Saturday night's main event.
There is no bullshit.
I'm talking about with Drew McIntyre. Don't be surprised.
That's fine. It works. We're going to talk about that. Let's talk about that in a minute. Just in this segment, Oba Femi looks like he's been here for 10 years. Even if it was written form back there, he delivers on all of it, even grabbing the Cody and the pause in exchange that we get between the two.
And even the fans going, whoo, you know what I mean? When he was talking, it was actually pretty sick, man.
Nice that you have that, because there is a worry when you have that jump from NXT to the main stage, the blue or the red, that there's you get lost in translation.
100%.
People don't know who they are, and sometimes WWE is like, "What are you talking? Everyone should know." Well, the ratings show that not everyone watches NXT, only a small portion.
Oh, absolutely, it is a small portion for sure.
So yeah,
Goose in the chat says Drew McIntyre is the new Kevin Owens. I mean,
I'm not really sure what that means. But.
Yeah, you need to elaborate a little bit more there, Goose, what you mean by that. But anyway, great segment. I mean, I can't praise it any more than that. It was a great introduction for Oba Femi to the
I'm
universe.
imagining, if somebody's out there, because this is bringing a lot of lapsed fans in, fans. Yeah, the Cena thing is they're curious.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So they're checking out WWE right now, and if you see this guy's going to be on the card, and you see him out there standing next to Cody Rhodes, he looks like a legit superstar. I mean, this guy looks like you just start printing money with his face on it.
And I hope they know what they do with him when he eventually does come up to the main roster. I just don't want. Look, I don't know. Hopefully, Femi does get the win. I got a feeling he probably will, obviously, to obvious reasons.
You're talking like a smark, man. An annoying, a nerd smark.
Oh, come on, man. Well, I'm just saying.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he gets put down tonight.
You really?
As long as he looks good.
Okay, interesting.
He's 3 years in the business and a development champ. Cody Rhodes is over 2 decades. He comes from wrestling royalty. He's a global star, and he is the top wrestling champ in the world. Yes, Cody Rhodes, there's no problem with him winning.
I feel like he's getting it. Look, it doesn't matter. But the point is, I don't know. Is he money right now, though, Rick?
All of you smarky nerds crying about, the NXT kids need these. How are they going to get Sol and Zarya work? No, this is not that type of show. He looked like $1 million here. He's going to look like $1 million tonight. Not looking like $1 million is Lil Ciampa and Lil Dragon.
No reaction, mind you, at all. Did you notice that? None. Like, not a booze, not even a cheer, nothing.
What do you expect? You just left a segment. The last thing you saw was Cody Rhodes, one of the top stars in the world, in the introduction on a grand stage of a freaking badass. Two guys that look like professionals. And then you get Buddy Elf and Elf on a Shelf for the United States Championship here.
Elf on a Shelf.
This match itself, man, I really sitting down to watch this thing. I actually went back and watched this thing a second time to see if there's something I'm missing. And I don't know if I think there's overhype on this Dragunov kid. Looks fantastic, built like a machine. Gym rat, no other. Needs to slow it down. He in no point in this match, he is trying to go boom, 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 spot to spot and not letting Ciampa get any heat as the heel.
You know what? You're right. And lately I've been thinking that myself watching Dragunov. He's overexcited too much. Like you said, he needs to chill out, but also he needs to relax on his selling, man. He oversells, like in my opinion, like way overselling.
I know, he's like trying to turn up the volume on the sell, but he's not selling.
Right.
It's not a lasting. It's within like 3 seconds he's up and going again, if that much.
Especially with the whole leg thing, which looked stupid anyway. Like the way it happened. It looked obvious that it wasn't hurt. On top of it, not just that, it looked even obvious that he fell on purpose. Like, you know what I mean? Which was cringe.
Selling a leg injury isn't just every now and then limping and checking that okay.
You sell it the whole way.
That in your transition, you don't. All right. Oh man, I limp and now I'm going to use my legs for a power move, or to propel myself. And
he was jumping off that leg, which is even more ridiculous.
That's the issue there. I mean, he gets busted open here, so he's not letting Ciampa get any heat. So the heel's ineffective here. So no one's caring about this. You're going through motions, essentially having the same match week in, week out with a different dance partner is what he's doing here. It's a little rinse and repeat, just with a different dance partner. We have had a build between these two. I mean, this is what we've been waiting for, Ciampa to get his opportunity that he's been barking up that tree for, interfering in all these other matches. Our finish comes. We do have some shenanigans DIY. Johnny Gargano gets a distraction. Candice comes in. You think, holy shit, they're going to do this. We're going to get some kind of turn, some kind of payoff in what we've been doing here. But no, kick out. The busted dragon after the knee's been taken down. The heels are, cheating from every which angle. We get kick out, and he puts Ciampa down.
Which was even worse. The fact that everyone came in to help Ciampa, and then just for all that to happen.
Yeah, this was the opportunity you waited for. That's the game plan, the execution to get, to take us from the champ here. Afterwards, the beatdown from the heels on the baby and Carmella Hayes with the save.
And he got a pop, actually, Carmella Hayes, which is good. Like, I feel like that'll be a sort of done the right thing by him the last couple of weeks. So we'll see where we go with that. But again, I know Hayes has been, a lot of fans are rallying behind him. He is the kind of that little guy. Hey, give him an opportunity. We want to see what he can do. Absolutely.
I complimented last week with it. I did in many ways like the Carmelo Hayes and Dragunov match last week.
It's better than this.
It reminded me a lot of it kind of took me back in the day. Last week took me back to the WCW Cruiserweight class. Those guys went out there and I thought I had a great match. This was a complete opposite of that. And I actually am not going to fault Ciampa on this anyway. This was Dragunov not allowing, again, the heel to get the heat, moving way too fast inside of this. And I don't get that anyway. Why is Dragunov feel such a need to rush? I mean, they gave these guys 15 plus, right? I mean, I think this with the opening stuff, and this is
easy. Yeah, absolutely.
It passed the half hour mark into the show.
Easily could have even reached close to 20 minutes for that matter, actually, Rick.
Thinking of the rulers, the hammer in the house.
And speaking of the Hammer, he says they both should get fired. Whoa. I mean, he's got a point in many ways right there. But no, you know what else was sucky as well, man? Like you said, Dragunov needs to slow the fuck. He's really exposing himself now, which I felt like WWE did a good job previously of not overexposing him. But now him being in the ring every week, week in, week out.
It, with these stupid open challenges.
So is this a TV championship now, basically, Rick? Is that what the US championship has become? No, really.
No, it's a make me turn off the TV championship. Yeah. That's what we're getting with this. When you have these meaningless, just go out there, work rate matches for the belt each and every week. Yeah, you're going to have this. Give us a freaking break. And it's even so bad, Jimmy, they don't even move it around in the show. It's always that opening match segment.
Yeah, it's true. You know what? I dare say, has Dragunov actually brought down the US championship since he's become champion?
That's a great point, because he's out there, even before this match, he was with Maxim and said, "Oh, this is about the prestige. John Cena started this high. Okay, are you carrying it on, brother?"
It really feels like he has taken it down a level for me for whatever reason, man. But you're right. But is it his fault? Is it WWE's booking fault? I mean, it's more than likely, obviously, the former. Or sorry, the latter is in WWE's fault in many ways.
We just got to get rid of these just ridiculous. It's lazy creative with these open challenges.
It's very lazy. They don't know what to do with him, dude. That's the truth.
It's like on NXT, they had the Blake Monroe open challenge. What heel should not be having open challenges? They've done it a couple times in AEW as well,
Yeah, I know. It doesn't mean just because it's US champion, it's John Cena did that first. It doesn't mean you have to keep going with it. But for whatever reason, keep doing it.
I would hope. I mean, because it would have been great here now that we are saying goodbye to John Cena, we don't have to keep beating that drum that we're doing things for Cena.
Right, exactly.
So all these weeks you've had Ciampa coming in wanting a piece of this. It would have made sense in the booking to have Ciampa steal the title here. Get the pin after the shenanigans, then a beatdown, then a save. But then next week, with John Cena gone, you have Ciampa come out there and
not do the
straight heelish way.
Right, straight heel.
Yeah, and take that away from everybody. John Cena's gone. This open championship garbage is gone. If you want this, you've got to earn it. Where he's doing everything not to defend it.
Even to the point, you remember they used to have 60 days to defend or whatever it was, whatever championship it was back in the day?
Yeah, usually a 30 days. What they
was it 30 days, whatever it was, but they don't do it anymore.
With the rotating champ, between Brock and Roman, they had to kind of.
Oh, true. That's a good point.
That's under the rug. They don't want to remind us of that kind of stuff.
You're right, but I would have done that too if I was Ciampa. If he had won, I would have stretched it all the way, like you said. He'll go in the rule book to make sure.
Well, they
doesn't have to defend it.
They had fun with it with Dom, if you remember, because the doctor's excuses and all that.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
AJ would just, that was one of the best parts. Like AJ would just pop up in the background, he was following him everywhere.
That was great, absolutely.
You could have brought some interest back to this thing. Less is more with it. Pulled it back since you've been giving it to us every week for because Sammy was doing the challenges. After his match
he was too. Fuck.
And then handed it over here to Dragunov, and now it's just been slotted into that opening match segment. Got to tie into this segment as well because Carmelo Hayes, we're talking about him picking up steam, fans rallying around him. Gross saying call up Trick Williams to become the U.S. champ. I don't necessarily see. All right, one side of this, when Trick comes up, do not put a belt right on him. That's what immediately Dragunov came back from injury.
That's exactly what they did with him, right?
Didn't fly.
It doesn't always work for every wrestler. Sometimes it can be a hindrance like here.
Julia, they put the Women's United States Championship on her.
Good, great point. And look what it done for her. Nothing. Like literally.
Horny girl, Stephanie Fakir. Put the Women's Championship on her.
So far, though, they've done all right with her for now.
Have they? Does anyone care about her? Does she have any connection?
I think a lot of people do care about her. I'm not saying that I'm one of those people.
They even addressed it this week where she came out and is even like, I'm not those horns and kiss my brown eye. No, she even had to come out and admit it that That's what's getting her over. That's it, because they thought putting a belt on, so they think just putting a shiny toy will get the ooh, like we're kids with
You bring up
keys.
a great point, man. I mean,
If we don't have the character and the connection, it's not going to work. Rick's an amazing talent, dude. He's got everything about him. Tiffany was just because the character was so.
No, I know, but she came straight out of NXT pretty much, and they gave her the strap pretty fast, like from NXT.
Still took a couple months. Took her about a 6-month period, and that was, I think, necessary out of that injury. She walked around with that Money in the Bank for a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. But still, even that though, you know, when you think about it, and she walked around with that for close to a year, maybe, right?
Yeah, and it was something happened with Nia with an injury where they had to pivot, so they went with the championship run. But also with, tie Trick into this segment. When Trick comes up, that might be the end of the Carmelo Hayes push.
If it's on SmackDown, absolutely. You're outshining 100%.
People are still watching both of those brands, and you're going to see the similarities in them. And I'm not just trying to say because they're black, black dudes.
No, I know what you're saying. They did come up together through NXT, like they were paired together practically the whole time. You know what I mean?
There's guys, and there's way more money on Trick. Just he's shown that he has a much broader range when it comes to the character. He's got a better personality, and he just has the size.
The size is why it also makes him compared to Mello. They're both great in their own ways, you know what I mean? Obviously, but I'd keep them apart as far apart as possible. And just not have him interact with each other just yet. You know what I mean? Keep him like maybe it's best for him to debut, say, on Raw for now, than say on SmackDown, even though SmackDown probably needs, a few more superstars.
SmackDown needs a lot of
they do
artillery right now. Well, they got a lot of people involved in this next segment, but I did like the segment itself. I'm not really invested in the program, the feud between these two, but we have the Wyatt Six. They take over the ring. They're continuing to play their mind games, but I liked this. I like this creative decision here where Solo's like, we ain't doing this. We're not playing your game.
Yeah, that was cool. Absolutely. But I just can't stand him anymore, dude.
So Solo, he's in an undisclosed location. He answers back here to Six. He said, we'll do this, but we're going to do it next week. We're going to do it on our terms, on my family's terms. So we get a nice little exchange there. Huh?
Yeah, I just want the family to actually just beat these friggin' Wyatts and just get it over with, man.
This is just one of those placeholder programs until, we got 6 weeks till Rumble. This thing will fade by then.
Boy, have the tag team championships become so irrelevant with them being champions. Not that it was relevant even before them.
I was going to say, Jimmy, we've been talking. We've always been doing this together for a year, and it's been regular week in, week out of just disappointment.
But it's like they don't exist anymore. You notice that? It's literally like they're gone. Like, and maybe it's done for a reason.
You've shifted the entire the tag focus of the tag championships to a stable war. So it's 5-on-5. And then the rest of the tag division is worried about the United States Championship.
Which is bizarre and stupid at the same time.
What's left of it? Because we haven't seen the Profits in a while.
Where are they?
Hopefully they're just smart and far, far away.
Hopefully they're smart. I mean, I'm worried about him, dude. I'm worried about him. But like Bruce says, I'm starting to think that multiple people will be the masked man. I'm starting to think that Montez could be a possibility with that. By the mannerisms.
The rumblings about that. I kind of like it. I kind of liked it. I wouldn't be disappointed.
But don't get it twisted. The first time was definitely Austin Theory. You can just tell by his mannerisms, the way he was moving around. But the last one seemed a little different. I don't know, man. I just don't know. But we'll see where that goes. I'm surprised they still haven't even unmasked him yet, actually, Rick.
No, that'll wait till the 1 year anniversary show on Netflix.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not going to be doing anything over the holidays. They go into a lull right now. They're already hyping that big show. That's your big title match with Punk and Breaker. That's
he's too big to be Ricky Starks, though, Arikara Blue. No way. If it is, what a disappointment would it be for me? I don't know, but that's just me.
We do got speaking of tag team action, we've got the women's tag team division representing in singles form. Lash Legend the baller, the round mound of rebound herself, former WNBA player, NCAA women's basketball standout, getting her shine on the main roster singles match. Did this surprise you? I actually was surprised here. I
Really
thought the booking was good on it, but she beat the shit out of Alexa Bliss.
beat the shit out of her. I was
Beat her down.
No, really, it was a beatdown the whole way through, and good. About time, because usually with the way they book these type of matches, the other guy ends up winning instead, or the other girl in this case. And we'll get to that like later on, for example, when we have a certain matchup coming up, which is similar. But yeah, Lash Legend looked like $1 million. She absolutely was roughing up Bliss, man. The way she was just grabbing her and tossing her around, it looked rough, dude. That looked like she would have been
She
like
should. She's in there with Lily. You could put her in there with Lily. She's in there with a rag doll.
Lily.
And this is how these two need to look, man. The glamorous disasters. This is Earthquake and Typhoon.
Yeah.
This
Absolutely.
is what these two should be, just steamrolling bitches.
Do you think she's gonna make Cargill look small if they were like face to face?
What's Cargill? I mean, they're about the same height, right? Cargill's six.
I don't
foot,
know. I'm
6'1".
thinking that Lash Legend's a little bit taller, man. That's why.
Well,
I'm
I mean,
asking, like,
Lash is 6 foot, but Lash is built. She's wide.
right, just a brick shit house, bro. Like, I mean,
Dude,
she's
like I
solid,
said,
bro.
in college, I don't know if it was at A&M or South Carolina. She played at both, but I mean, she set rebounding records. That's Division I. I mean, Cargill played, but she wasn't, at that caliber. Lash got drafted into the
Lash was fucking
WNBA.
good. So she actually made the WNBA.
She played a season.
Was she any good? Did she average any decent
She only
numbers?
played
Or
a
probably
season.
not.
I don't even know if
Yeah.
she played a complete season, but she was on. She got drafted, and she played some games. So she was at that level, and she is a big old put together girl. She can move for that size. So kudos to this, and it didn't take up too much time either.
No, it was
Oh,
good.
and
This
the
is
best part,
thing.
I don't think these two were hugging either.
No, there was no hugging going on, thank God. But no, I think this is the best thing of the show for me in many ways. Like, this is what impressed me the most.
Match
know what I mean?
wise has probably worked the best for me. That open with Oba was the best for that. That was what stood out to me. But speaking, you mentioned that shining spotlight before his big moment tonight, Oba Femi there and Cody. We also, one of the other up and coming names we're going to see tonight under that big stage Saturday Night Main event's going to have an opportunity to shine. We get a little teaser. We've seen him on SmackDown before, but he's out here to remind everybody who he is, especially those that might be tuning in of interest for the John Cena festivities. Javon Evans taking on The Miz. They had a fun little exchange backstage. I think, did he call him like Grandpa or something like, or Mr.
Yeah, something like that.
Along those lines. So he gets a little shot in there. They have a little fun with it, but Javon Evans goes out. And again, this is just a showcase. This is a teaser. Who is this kid? Well, okay, he's going to be part of the John Cena thing. All right, I mean, I want to see a little more of this. That's what it is. It's a little appetizer, a little sampler. Javon Evans gets the win over The Miz. Your thoughts on Javon? I know a lot of people are real high right now. He's the future, ready to go. I would just say no need to rush him right now. The kid's young, 23.
Yeah, I was shocked actually to hear how young he actually is. Like, still, was he 23 or 21?
Somewhere right there.
I think he's 21, they said, man. I think he's only still 21. But anyway, nevertheless, doesn't matter. He's young either way. And, like you said, they don't need to rush him. He's only young. His ceiling is very high if they do him right. You know what I mean? So there's no need to rush him at all by just throwing him into a mid-card sort of spot. But the thing that annoyed me about this match, Vic, was we got the total opposite of the Lash Legend match. Lash Legend dominated and she won, as it should have been, right? Here we had Miz absolutely destroying the kid pretty much the whole match. And then, you want to say a rookie mistake by the Miz to get the win, basically. Like, I don't like those type of matches, man. I can't stand when one dominates and then that person, because it just doesn't feel right for me.
The Miz should dominate here. He is
right, but then
he is bigger in size.
No, but it's experience factor though.
The dude has been to WrestleMania against John Cena. He's a multi-time champion, like a record holder for IC, held the world heavyweight championship,
and he lost to a freaking rookie that he was beating up on.
And he got caught. He got caught.
That's what I mean by a
work.
rookie mistake.
You don't put Evans down here because you're trying to showcase and draw interest for him on the specialty show. If you're going to do it, and this is what Miz is so good at. This is where he fits his role in this company here. The Miz was masterful in this thing, putting this kid over.
The Miz looks like $1 million just quality steal as well, man. For a guy that's like 44, whatever he is, man, that doesn't even look like he's aged a day, in my opinion. But you know, when you say showcase, I would have rather him face a jobber and let him showcase his shit.
But,
you know what I mean?
There's no heat. There's no heat to seeing him going out there and doing a floor routine. Miz can get the heat. You get it. So you're just watching a floor routine of matches with him and an enhancement talent. But Miz goes out there and gives you someone to target against. It gives you a heel. So you need an established great heel, one to set off the baby upstart, the young rookie, the high flyer, the exciting kid.
And you're right.
Do this.
But are we going to see more of Evans on the main roster at this point? That's what I want to know, because in my opinion, if we're not going to see him again for months, you think people are going to remember that match? And in the end, it would have been all done for nothing. You're completely
missing the point of this match. This match was just to showcase the John Cena show. Just to give a little teaser to come see this kid tomorrow when they're going to open it up.
As long as they do something with him, then absolutely I'm all for it.
You're in one of these moods where you're overthinking some of this stuff here. And he doesn't need to come up again. Going back to slow it down with him, there is still a lot for him to achieve and accomplish in NXT.
Oh, absolutely.
He doesn't we don't need to see him immediately come back up. We do not need to see him in the Rumble. We don't need to see him through WrestleMania season. No. This was just a showcase, a teaser for what's to happen tonight on Saturday night's main event.
Well, let's hope so, because for me, anyway, look, I already said what I said, but I just feel like people are not going to remember, months ahead when he does eventually debut on the main roster, whenever it is.
Hopefully, some of this too transitions into some viewers for the CW and NXT. I hope. I'm hoping that, they tie in those. Make sure this is how you watch. This is where you can find NXT Tuesdays, your local affiliates, whatever your CW provider is.
Have the ratings been actually decent with NXT lately? Do you know?
I haven't been paying attention to them.
Yeah, no, because these are vibe, but I'm just curious. I don't know. I mean, they were beating AEW here and there, but I don't know if they are right now this second, but I should check them out.
They're available to more households. So
they're free to wear, right? They're on national, they're on like network television. So of course, yeah, for real. You know
what? Going through this thing, I might have liked the SmackDown more than I thought, just because of that terrible open there. Because I did like this. Here comes Munchies, and Munchies. Well, first, Munchies is on a warpath. She's pissed. She wants some of the champ, Jade Cargill. This is where the vet could have turned this thing off, because Munchies has got a kendo stick. She's swinging the wood, ready to go. And here's how much, and I love this, that Jade sees Munchies as such of a threat that she doesn't even put her ring gear on. And she just comes out and whoops her ass.
You know what, though? Did you notice?
Whoop them Munchies.
She whooped them Munchies, all right. As she should. Mind you, but even before that, when you see Munchies walking towards the ring, out of the ring from the back, did you notice she? I don't know if it took a bit longer for Cargill to strike Yim, because if you notice with her little promo, it's almost like she had to continue. She's looking around to see where Cargill was. You could see it in her face, right? And it was obvious. And I called, okay, someone's going to attack her from behind, 100%.
Cargill probably fell asleep listening to that promo.
Yeah, I think she took a little bit longer than she should have, because she was trying to think of words to continue saying after her initial promo, you know what I mean? And then we got Cargill just, jumping right on the back of her.
Destroyed her. I liked it. Less Munchies is good programming in my book.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see where we go with that. In my book.
But it's going to be a squash when they have a championship match between these two, whenever that is.
Yeah, this is holiday filler. When they go into their lull, they're not really doing a whole lot. So yeah, we have Cargill just overpowering, dominating Munchie in her kendo stick assault.
Oh, good old Munchie.
All right, hey, you know what? This is great. Are you ready for the main event? This show, we did have a whole lot going on here. We're going to talk. They did have some filler. That was the John Cena stuff. We're going to talk on the back end here. But yeah, we have got again last week. We got this was edge of your seat. Gotta tune in. I couldn't wait all week to get to this moment. Couldn't wait to get to this moment for this big match announcement last week. No, they didn't need an emotional investment. They didn't need to set up a big save or any kind of build. It was the power of the promo package, a very simple package where the Terror Twins reunited. Damian Priest
out of the blue, right?
Calls in his little sis. She's done with that War Games BS, so she can just come on over and they're going to have themselves a match with Tamu, Cross, and Scarlett. We got it set up last week in a video package, and last night, Jimmy T, was the big payoff, the main event, mixed tag action.
Oh,
Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Black and Vega. All hell was going to break loose in here. I guess, outside of just lazy, lowest common denominator booking in this thing, instead of, maybe last week having Rhea come out for a save, maybe spending this holiday season where we need something to try to get interested in building this up. No, we're just going to jump right into it here. But yeah, well, I guess
the match.
The big talking point of the match is not that good. But go ahead.
I wanted to, because we missed this just for a moment. But right before the match started, did you notice how all the women were approaching Rhea like she was the champion? Like everyone's going
seen her for a while,
I never even Cargill though. Like, come on.
Yeah, like they should like especially Cargill would be going out of her way for this.
Right, that's what they shouldn't have done that at all. That sort of irks me big time.
They think that's what makes us think it's a big deal that she's here.
No, it's a big deal, but who's the champion?
I know it's not a big deal that she's here because we really don't need to care that she's here. There's really nothing on the line here. Right. There's no stakes to anything here. And obviously, if she's just got time to be wandering around backstage running into these people, is she really that focused on Priest and his this
built
boiling personal program, feud that he's involved in. But you know what?
Fucking personal,
instead of us making sure that we are on the same page, that we have got every dirty, dastardly trick covered that they could throw at us here, I'm just going to stroll around and say hi to everybody.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I didn't
think about it at the time. I just kind of just pass it off, but you're right. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You think you would be focused, eye on the prize. You came here to help with a serious issue, but you're just strolling around chit-chatting with people. Hey, Char,
all the girls and the boys.
Hey, Char, let's say, hey, EO are going to come for them belts too.
It's sad, dude. And this is exactly the issue, especially on the SmackDown side of things. Talk about just total randomness, dude, and just no sense of the matter of what's going on. It's just you live confused. But again, like the vet likes to say, a la carte, there's a lot of pieces that I like here, but just the way it was presented.
Yeah, just terrible.
Yeah. But anyway, back to the match.
Well, inside the match, the talking point is we go from code red to almost code dead. It's a big botch spot. Almost pretty much just wiping Ripley out there.
Dude, man, that cringed me. Can we just say, there's a lot of people out there, and I'm sorry if I offend anyone right now, because I got a lot of hate saying this probably a couple of years back. I was saying it then about Zelina Vega. I'm going to say it now. Has she improved at all?
No.
She hasn't.
No, not one bit. If anything, I would say she's probably going backwards in all facets in all facets of her game. early on, very early, especially, when she was in TNA, in the indies, things like that, people recognizing her. She jumps to the WWE, and it's like, what?
She had
Go off
hype,
that wrestle,
dude.
this girl can go. That was
Yeah.
what the MO. That's what people were screaming. And that kind of slowed down a little bit with that sports entertainment style, WWE style. And then she really shined with the character, especially working with Andrade. She got him over, was doing magnificent there. And as the years have gone on, it seems in all those categories, everything, all those ingredients that go into the cake to make you a great professional wrestler, those ingredients are starting to spoil. They're not there. When she was her last run on her own, when they pivoted and they took the United States champ off Chelsea and wanted her to carry it, almost killing that division immediately. But, the character work, there was no connection, no reactions from the audience here. And again here, and no fault to her and her hubbies, but when they repackage them in, obviously, everyone can see it, give them Cross in Scarlett's direction, their gimmick, repackage it there. It's not working. And I don't know if you saw this. So this services, it's available. Dorito Scoop, William Alcia posted it over on the Hamin Media Group over on Facebook. Yeah. So there's a video she put out of her prank calling Dominic Mysterio.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I saw that over a year ago. Really?
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't know.
Posted that before.
But okay, that's perfect because even was it a year ago? Because
it was old.
A year or two ago. Or it's all right if it's old or whatever. It's still probably the most entertaining thing she's done in 4 years.
She's like, hello. She's doing like a little kid.
And that's but even before Black left the company the first time, she had him on her Twitch or TikTok or something like that playing with kitty cats. They're supposed to be like an intimidator from the shadows, a lord of darkness.
Please. Come on, man. And that's the problem with these idiots. And I'm sorry to say that, but they're all idiots. I think it's time if you want to take
if that's old, that's fine because it still stands true today. That you're focused on that kind of shit
and not fucking what's going on.
It seems like that her dip started when she did that movie.
What movie was it that she did?
The Paige movie where she played AJ Lee, The Rock.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Fighting with My Family or something
like that. That's the one, right. I don't know about that, but I think she's been getting, look, there's a lot of, she does have fans, don't get me wrong. The ones, the fans that absolutely love her, they stick by her no matter what. And say, you're crazy, you don't get wrestling and blah, blah. But I'm sorry, she still hasn't shown me enough yet. You know what I mean? I don't hate the girl or anything like that. It's nothing personal. I just think she just sucks.
You know what I mean? Sucks here, but I mean, she's, where she's at now is the highest she's going to go.
I hope so.
She has peaked. She has peaked. You look at all the talent around here, you look up and down that women's roster, if it be the red, the blue, the development, wherever, go all the way to Evolve. She's not moving up in this card anymore.
I hope you're right. And you know what?
And hopefully she can maintain where she's at because that's going to be it for her.
Do you feel there's any chemistry between Black and his actual wife, Zelina? I don't think, I don't know if they really match up that well. Or does it look like Black is not even happy in this spot because even he's not showing like enthusiasm even. Like he just doesn't seem like he cares so much right now. And that's probably the way he's booked too, so I don't blame him. But
even in that though, I'm sure they're very thankful. They've got a spot. They're getting weekly television time. They're featured for better or worse in a prominent SmackDown program. So yeah, you're not going to be completely pissed off. Hammer, maybe you can help us on this, speak to that. But there's got to be something even you realize when they hand you a gimmick, a direction, clearly that was slated for someone else, and now you've got to kind of take that, make it your own. That's got to be pretty damn challenging, especially when it's so obvious to every level of fan.
And that's what probably kills them even harder between the two of them. I think one of them came out, I think it was Aleister Black, maybe a few days ago. I remember reading something where he came out and spoke about that. And I just read it briefly, but he's like, I was doing this gimmick before he was even, and blah blah blah. Like trying to explain himself. Unlike how they're not really what's it called, Cross and Scarlet. You know what I'm saying? And
well, okay, then if you got to be beating your head against the wall behind the scenes if you're breaking that barrier, that fourth wall, and actually coming out and trying to defend it.
Well, yeah, exactly, absolutely. You see, they know exactly what the internet's saying and what.
But Hammer's saying there, because it's not you being yourself,
right?
That's
and
the
shows.
trick. If you're that good of a professional, then you need to find a way very quick to make it yours, to own it yourself. There's been other gimmicks like that throughout time that have been passed along to someone else, that they were able to adapt, to grab it, make it their own immediately, to erase any of that connection.
Right.
I'm not exactly sure what the issue is. Maybe these two just aren't good enough to do that.
Maybe. I mean, you just got me thinking. I mean, I don't want to say Black is overrated. I mean, I think he's good. He's got potential, but we haven't seen that potential yet. But maybe because he's not good enough to actually show that.
I can't remember. I dropped into one of the just IWC groups, and they were talking about something with him, and I asked, and I said, what do you fans realistically expect from Black? We regularly hear this like, oh, he deserves better, but those people that say that, they rarely ever can give you an example or tell you what that step should be.
Because he has shown, even during his indie times.
This is his ceiling.
That's what I'm saying.
Is right here.
So what are they complaining about if we've never seen something more with him, really, when you really think about it?
Right. And
Except
I'm sorry, what worked 10 to 15 years ago in that NXT, when it was just a glorified indie darling spotlight, is not going to work on the main stage. But
even then, what was he doing though, Rick, other than banger matches in NXT?
Nothing.
Honestly, when you break it down, I'm sorry, people, but it's true. What was he doing? Like, he was just having great matches.
It didn't work the first time in WWE. It didn't work in AEW, and it's not working this time.
It didn't work in AEW either. Exactly. That should tell you something. And even in the indies, all right, as Tommy End, he didn't. What did he do other than great matches? Like, yeah, he's got his dark character, but we don't know shit about his dark character, really.
Yeah, what makes him dark?
Right. Exactly. Why? What is it?
We haven't gone down.
Is it the Black Mask, Rick?
The history, what?
No, I'm laughing. Is it the Black Mass, like he calls it?
That's what I'm saying. Give us something. Just putting on some black lipstick and mascara and whatever. Ooh, how intimidating.
Hey, well, the Hammer says it seems like the dominatrix dressed in black being a darling.
Hey, that might work. Put him in put black with one of those ball chokers on, and just have Vega spanking him in picture. Maybe that'd be the most that they get
Gold
over.
Dust and Luna sort of thing.
Just take him down to the dungeon. Yeah.
Oh, god damn. Maybe we should go that route. Who knows?
Well, Jimmy, that was SmackDown last night.
That sums it up exactly. There's not much really more to talk about when it comes to SmackDown.
Well, there was okay. So in the switching gears here, because we do this is December 13th. We're going to remember John Cena's final bell to bell. We're a couple hours away, 2 hours away from that pre-show. 8 p.m. Eastern is the kickoff on the cock. We're going to go live at about 7:45 p.m. Eastern for our C Nation watch party right here on the platform. Hopefully Hammer can join us live there. Jimmy, hopefully you can join us. Hopefully the vet. We put out the signal
for sure
to everybody for it. And we are going to watch tonight's show as it is intended. This year has been, and Ray's so elegantly, regularly said it there, man, a love letter from John Cena to the fans. Tonight is about John Cena and the fans being able to show their appreciation, their respect, their admiration, their love for the dude that did it for a quarter century and did it oh so well. But Jimmy, and here's one thing I want to explain, because it suddenly made sense to me. The last couple of weeks I've been saying, what the hell exhibition? Does that mean there's no connection, there's storyline? And I had to breathe. And I had to step over that line again from the fan side, the talking head side, to the business side, the promoter side. Tonight's show is, in the terms of the business, needs to be thought of as non-canon. It is pretty much like on the indie levels. If we're doing a tribute show, a charity show, a fundraiser,
house show-esque,
not quite there. Not quite
Okay.
there. There will be some room for some business, and I think we will see business done here tonight. But to think that everything has to drive a storyline and has to have a point and make sense into that, if you're going in with that, you're being a smart dork. You got to turn all that off. The kids in NXT that are coming up here, this is a showcase for them. This is just an opportunity because you're going to have a ton of Lapse fans coming back for this thing that have turned off this product, this terrible product.
They need to get the cock though to actually watch it. It's not going to be on NBC, for example.
That's and I've seen some confusion out there. And a lot of people that are that are interested in this thing are trying to figure out, where to watch this thing. So they're going to have to fire back up that Peacock again.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of press, a lot of PR, as you had mentioned at the top of the show. Ceno's been out there hustling.
Crazy.
He's been hustling,
dudes, literally.
And the guy can spin it, man. He is a freaking PR machine. He knows what to say, how to sell it, the intrigue to bring you in. He makes you believe in professional wrestling. And that's what he has done, man. He's been at another level this entire time. But these kids coming in here tonight, this is just like for them, a showcase for people to be like, wow, see some athleticism, maybe see a little bit of the characters, the looks, the styles that they like. And we have got a great set of them here, man. Obviously, Oba Femi is the one that people are going to be like, holy shit, that guy's a stud. That guy's a pro. We got to come back and watch this guy. What can he do?
You're gonna, and I'm sure they will.
You're going to have a lot of fun watching Javon Evans and Leon Slater. To get in there with a ring general like AJ Styles, he's going to bring those kids to a whole new level. Expect 100%. A lot of athleticism, high flying, and big spots.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of those. There's no doubt about it.
And Sol Ruka, you're going to be like, damn, that's what's smoking hot blonde, and she can go.
Let me tell you something about Sol Ruka. Did you know she's actually half black?
Top or bottom?
Well, let's hope top, not bottom.
I did.
Oh, well, actually, I don't mind the bottom. I was thinking it as something else for a minute. But I just wanted to say, I think for real, like, I was shocked that I found that she was half black because she doesn't really look it. You know what I mean? So I'm surprised about that.
Ryan K. Bowman, one of the last true journalists.
Oh, absolutely.
Wrestling, an old school, an old dog, just like Mr. Apter there, saying, I think tonight is what we call a send them home happy. I think we'll get that type of card. If Cena opens the show, the fans get a banger from Cody and Femi. Be a terrific night. If Cena's he's been making the rounds, denouncing that rumor that he's going to open. He's going to main event this thing. He's going to close it out.
Do you think it will be the opening match? Actually,
he said he's closing. He said he's closing.
All right. So that's confirmed 100%. You think
from Cena? He said it. No, he even said, "Hey, I get there and they tell me to do something else, I'll do it." But I think the question is going to be which is longer, Cena's match or the farewell speech at the end of the night. But anyway,
I'm not going to lie. We could get emotional during this. You know what I mean? We'll see.
It is. And that's what this is supposed to be. This is a thank you. This is a tribute to everything he's given and the fans have given to him. But back to Sol real quick. People are going to be like, damn, look at this girl. And she can go. Great moveset, great look, unique style and all that. College gymnast, which translates well into modern professional wrestling. And when she hits that soul catcher tonight on Bailey, that's going to grab a lot of attention. A lot of attention.
I think she's ready to be on the main roster at this point.
I think Sol's going to go over. She's about ready. Sol probably goes over, gets the win on Bailey here. Bailey's made, Bailey taking a loss to development, and Sol's ready to move up. Soul can move.
She's
up.
been ready for quite a while, in my opinion, man. And I think this is her time now. And definitely, if Soul doesn't win, I'll be pissed.
And there's no if the red and blue, if the veterans sweep tonight, you shouldn't be mad, because again, they are veterans. They are made people. They are proven. They have got an incredible resume. They have got great accomplishments. They should beat Development Town. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think you're going to see a variety here. You're going to see Soul get one for the youngins, because that Soul Snatcher for a 1, 2, 3 is going to be a great pop and a great selling point.
For sure. And Ryan Bowman says, he says, I originally thought Cena wanted to be the first match, but it's better for him to close things down.
Yeah, you close it down because because throughout the night we talk about that tribute. And on SmackDown, I thought was brilliant. I loved is like you had a goat to goat. Tom Brady cuts a promo. You had Peyton, you had Eli, you had all these other individuals. I think we're going to see a lot of that throughout the show.
Well, I can tell you right now on Twitter, all over the place, all these soccer clubs from all around Europe, funny enough, oddly, are also doing a farewell Cena thing. I kid you not, like Juventus, Chelsea.
I think we're going to see a lot of that. Hopefully, we get some personal stories.
Right,
let me ask you: you're our AEW guy. You steer that ship through the wreckage. Hey,
thanks.
How cool would it be this week? I wouldn't do it tonight during Collision. I'd wait till tomorrow, maybe Dynamite, so that you're not like telling people that the competition's on. But I think it would be a big move, in kind of a backhanded slap from Tony Khan if he put together a nice promo package with his crew that have worked with John Cena and aired it on Dynamite or something.
I mean, that'd be great if they did that. If they were actually like, if he's a cool guy, man, he would allow him.
Tony Khan is the fan that he claims to have been. He had to have been a Cena. It's some kind 100%. Of ties to Cena. And there's a lot of people that have worked there that looked up to Cena. And there's a lot of people there that have great moments. Cope, Christian. I'm sure there's more MVP in them. Lashley.
Yeah.
Benjamin, who was a part of that OVW class.
Yeah, exactly. The last of the 2002 class back then.
So I think it'd be kind of cool, and I think it would be in Tony saying, you know what, there's some people in this business that are bigger than petty promotion wars.
Right.
We want to say thank you to John, and even you chime in like, we know you're done in the ring, but hey, you ever want to come sit out at the commentary table or just take in some good wrestling? We'll have front row tickets for you at Dynamite. So
absolutely right. I mean,
be a little cheeky about it, but.
Well, there is one guy that's from AEW that actually has paid tribute to John Cena, funny enough, and that was MJF.
There you go.
And he posted, they met more recently when they done the what is it called? The Von Erich movie.
Yeah, because John talked about it on one of the PR things that he did here this week.
Right.
So just something like that would be cool for AEW. But back to the undercard here. It'd be cool to see a bunch of those vignettes tonight. We're going to see a bunch of those, and we're going to get some personal stories leading up to, Gunther's entrance is going to be great. He is, we went back and forth. I know Vet's like, this is the guy. I agree there. Ben was kind of like, you could have done something here with LA Knight. I both are right. But with Gunther is going to approach this in a fashion where he's not going to draw any of the cheers and jeers, from Cena. He's going to be all business in here.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to have to worry about him like maybe with others where they'll get lost in that moment and even mark out themselves.
Yeah, man.
Gunther's going to be business, and he's going to bring it. For people that are tuning in, this is going to be a classic. The farewell tour. We've got so many Easter eggs and fun things like that. I think tonight this is serious business. I think John's going to want to go out there and wrestle one of his best matches and knows that Gunther can give that to him.
I hope so, man. I hope Gunther can, because he's a different type of wrestler that Cena, I don't know if he's ever used to, facing. So I'm sure they've done a lot of practicing and whatnot, and I'm sure it's going to be a banger, like no doubt about it. But it's going to be sad. I've got a feeling like once we see Cena like come to that realization that he's done, and he'd probably get teary and whatnot.
Oh, he's going to get emotional. It's going to be all around.
It has been emotional. Like a couple months back, he started crying at one of the end of his matches for whatever reason when I guess he was coming to the realization, this was off the air, that, his time is almost up, no pun intended. And it's going to be weird without seeing Cena around, man. It's a long time. Like, think about it. He started in OVW in 2001, came up to the main roster in 2002 in a great class of 2001, I guess, really, with Orton, Brock Lesnar, Batista, Cena, Benjamin as well. I'm sure I'm missing a couple of others, but I don't know if there'll ever be a class as good as that, dude.
Well, I mean, it's all around now, it's just kind of weird. They all come out together, but yeah, it's a stacked ass class. But so, that's going to be our main event. It's going to be hard hitting there. The undercard is a showcase. I will say the only spot here, we probably will get some business, and it makes sense here. You can do a little business with the Oba Femi and Cody Rhodes match. And that's what you do like on these charity shows, on these benefits, these special occasion events like this. I remember one where we were running, it was Thank a Vet Day at a local VFW 7570, the best V in all the damn land, place to be at the V party place, man. So we had a wrestling event there. We had probably 500 people's eyes glued to that wrestling ring. And it was about a veterans event. So we have to play to that audience, what they're there for. And I remember going around and around in the booking meetings on this, and the money guys were like, well, that doesn't play into the feud that we had. I said, very few have been following what we're doing here. This is a specialty event, a special attraction. We had a big bad biker heel. Well, a lot of that audience was bikers. They're going to cheer the shit out of him. So we're going to play that up, and it's kind of like the tribute to the troop stuff.
Right.
You're not complaining.
Same
like,
thing, essentially.
Oh, Santa Claus buried. So, no, you're getting that pop there for the holidays for the troops.
Right.
But you can do a little business in there. So I do see Drew getting involved.
I mean, he has to at this point, right?
Thrown out, but everyone shouldn't mark out a key. Oh my, that Oba Femi needed that. No, it's not.
He doesn't need that.
Oba Femi's getting the spotlight tonight.
So do you think there'll even be a winner in this match?
I wouldn't have a winner in this match.
Okay,
I would throw the entire thing out. And it's not necessarily that you're taking a moment away from Femi, that you're protecting Cody. It's that you're getting heat on Drew. That's the focus, is Drew creating more heat. Because now, again, this is a special event, a special occasion. You have got way more press on this event than most others. You've got lapsed fans coming back to watch this thing. Drew's a familiar name. He looks the part. He's going
100.
to pull you back in. That's going to be someone that you want to see Cody Rhodes go put down and vanquish.
And he needs it too, man.
Hey, and I'll tell you what I'd love to see. Obviously, we need closure between Cody and Drew.
That's an understatement.
You know what I'm getting myself excited for? A possibility for a WrestleMania match?
What's that, Rick?
Give me freaking Oba Femi and Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania on the undercard.
Boy, that would be an absolute slobber knocker, actually, like JL would say. Literally.
Jimmy T, you want a big way to get Oba Femi established on the main roster? How about a WrestleMania program with Drew freaking McIntyre?
I'm down with that, man. I want Femi to be on the main roster ASAP at this point. He's another one that he's ready as well.
But you need something big to bring him in. You just can't bring him in, put a belt on him, and think people are just going to. But hey, who better than Drew McIntyre to get you over? Introduce
absolutely, 100%. Absolutely, he would, man. And as long as they stay the course with him too, he'll be fine. But I'm looking forward to that, to be honest with you, man. And I can see Drew being that guy. It makes sense too. I mean, why not?
Oba Femi versus Jacob Fatu is great down the line, but right now, no one really knows who either of them are. That's great down the line. Hammer, I don't know if Hammer might be checking out. Hammer, I hope to see you, man, on the watch along later, joining us on air with that, man. Love to get your great insight for the big moment tonight. And that's the other thing, Zane. Well, that's just Zane because he is a smart
dork. He's just a troll. Don't worry about Zane.
Yeah, everybody be whining. Oh, Drew didn't win. Hey, I'd be fine with Drew winning.
He's fucking around, trust me. He's always talking shit in the.
But no, he's just talking shit to you, which is usually
no. He's cool. He's my boy anyway. But
That's not what he told me.
Yeah, well,
Now he told me. But yeah, so tonight, just kick back as a fan. And what makes John Cena so special is he is a polarizing figure, one that we haven't seen from the top names in the company. There wasn't a divide with Hulkamania. There wasn't a divide with Stone Cold, with The Rock. But with John Cena, what was so unique to him that, he really wasn't handpicked like a Hulk Hogan
no,
to come in and
not.
grab that. They like you said, man, he comes in with this incredible class. Brock Lesnar was supposed to be there. He had like Batista, Randy Orton. It was John Cena that outworked to grab that spot. And once he did, he was sure to hold on to it. He wasn't giving that thing up.
And he done anything necessary and everything necessary to keep
kind of like when Brett Favre got the ball in Green Bay. And the other quarterback was set to come back and said, once I get this thing, I'm not giving the starting job up. This is mine to hold on to. He worked at a different level, a different mindset, hustle, loyalty, respect, outworked everybody, lifted up this thing, saw global expansion, financial gains that they couldn't imagine inside of this company. After John's leadership, they got that sale, the TKO, and all these streaming deals through his leadership inside of that locker room. But one of the most coolest things about him is how polarizing he was to still split that audience. He inspired a generations of fans with "Let's go Cena," and man, he agitated. Damn, you want to beat your head into a wall with the other side of those fans with "Cena sucks."
And he was making money with those shirts too. The Cena sucks shirt.
No matter what side you were on, Jimmy, he invoked emotion.
Exactly, and that's what matters most.
You care about it,
right? And that's what it's all about when it comes to pro wrestling. And that's the thing, like they say, having no reaction is a bad thing, let alone having a negative reaction or a positive one. That's what's the word? There's a certain word I'm looking for. He's a huge star. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. And whether he's the GOAT, I mean, I'm sure he's the GOAT to others.
What he has done, the run that he's done it on, how he's done it, what he's seen through this company, as polarizing as he has been. I will say at this point right here, I got him as the GOAT.
Plus, he's making
That's not a knock.
Things. No, absolutely not. The fact that he was the number one requested celebrity in the world for Make-A-Wish, absolutely can put him on the perch of GOAT. You know what I mean? In itself. You know what I mean? That should tell you something in general already. And people will always argue, like, who's the GOAT and who's not. Roman was that divide, actually, Gross. That's true. Because once Roman...
After Cena.
Oh, long after. You know what I mean? And even then. Yeah. No, you're right. But even Roman's not going to be the GOAT even once he's gone, and he's not far away.
I still think there's
from retiring.
There is a next chapter as we talk about what are we expecting tonight? The emotions here on December 13th. What is life going to be all about
the emotions
on December 14th for John Cena? He has been very adamant in his PR run that this is it. He is ready to move on to the next chapter. Yeah, he has signed an ambassador. He has done bell to bell. He's signed an ambassador for the next 5 years. He wants to carry that torch for WWE in a different direction. He's going to focus on his Hollywood. He's going to take everything that made him great in professional wrestling and apply that elsewhere. Can he hold true to that? I believe in the guy, what he's saying right now. Conviction sounds...
So do I. He's not the type of guy to say that and then do the opposite.
And he has set himself up. He's seen where the others. But I think what truly defines your legacy is that next chapter, because we've seen it fall apart for so many others.
It always does, dude. Just be honest.
Hogan and Flair, especially.
God, that was sad. But Flair particularly is even sadder.
And because they couldn't let go, that they tried to hold on to it. Even Flair this week, for whatever God-forsaken reason, he's tweeting about Hulk Hogan's death, about taking street drugs.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? Where did that come from?
Because Flair is on street drugs. That's an issue.
Dude, even I was reading that and I was like, is he all right? Because I never heard of that shit. I didn't even know rumors about him dying from street drugs. Like, get the fuck out of here.
And no one asked Flair to
say exactly.
Yeah, so
it was probably all done for attention, as you said. You know what I mean? Deep down. But that's Rick, man. It's sad, but what do you do? I mean, it is what it is.
So
But like
there is.
Bruce says, what worries me is that Saudi Arabia could possibly get Cena back in the ring. And then what? You know what I mean? Does the fuck his whole legacy?
That'll be his Hall of Fame if they don't announce tonight that he's going in this WrestleMania.
Imagine that, and this is not going to happen, so don't take my quote seriously. I'm just talking shit and putting it out there. But imagine he changed his character and just he was a completely different person. Like think of like Abyss and Christopher Parks, the lawyer, if you remember.
Nah, he ain't doing anything like that.
Yeah, he's not going to do that. I'm just saying, but as a laugh, imagine he actually did that. But he won't be doing it, like you said.
And I also want to salute Cena, the Smash King. All that testosterone he was getting after that. We're talking Lisa Vaughn. We're talking Mickey James, Nikki Bella. That guy was getting it done.
He was getting it done, man. I mean, I think there's more that we've probably didn't.
Oh, there's
mention.
more. There's plenty more, I'm sure.
He went through the whole friggin' female locker room pretty much at one point. But Mickey James particularly was obsessed with him, dude. If you remember, that's part of the reason why she got released.
I don't know all about that or anything, but yeah, good.
Man, if
good
you look
for
into
him.
that,
Cena the Smash King, the
the
GOAT.
Smash King. Hey, man, he doesn't discriminate either. He likes big bitches too. I don't know if you know that story.
Like some mom, man. He's a horn dog.
No, really, he's screwed. He's admitted this. He's actually come out and said, I think it was on the Howard Stern show. I'm pretty sure.
I like me some Midwest curvy girls here. That's my.
I mean, he goes, he screwed a fat one, man, like a real fat bitch. Apparently, that's how he put it. But he got dead too, and he did it. He's like, "Fuck it, I'll do it."
Yeah. So I'm going to say tonight's final words from John Cena. He's going to have everybody out there on the stage.
Hustle, loyalty, respect.
No, he's going to let them know. He's going to let them know
never
that
give up.
He's going to say this. My time is over. Your time is now.
He's now exactly 100%. He's going to say that.
Fade to black. That's going to be
black.
it.
He's in the middle of the ring, but fade to black while everyone's like, "Thank you, Cena," and then we end it.
Hey,
I think you're right.
When we get done here, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna send it home here. Everybody, go Google John Cena when that little green hand pops up with it. They're even on board.
Everyone's just weird, dude. Everyone's on board worldwide. It's crazy. I mean, that's the name and star John Cena truly is, man. It's weird.
Hey, later on tonight, we are a couple hours away. The pre-show starts at 6:30. Check that out on YouTube, WWE. But at 7:45 p.m., right back here, Hamin Media Group, YouTube, the C Nation, watch party. Let's go. Brandon is going to be your host with the most and the hottest talking heads, personalities, your favorites from the HMG. Jimmy T is going to be there. RBV is going to be there. Hopefully the Hammer, the Vet, the Boss. We don't know. Big Ray might check in.
Tune in to find out, right?
Tune in to find out. Get some good grub. Get yourself a bite. Even here in the Midwest, you're getting snowed in anyway. It's coming down.
Is it bad?
A blizzard. It's a beast here right now, man.
Damn, I wish it was cold here right now, man. It's hot down here, man.
Hey. After tonight, though, wake up bright and early. Sunday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern. That pretty bug right over there, Jimmy T.
Thank you.
He's going to be joined by the opinion haver, the Vet. They're going to be having themselves a Sunday fun day, dick biting good time over on the AEW All Elite Wrestling Rewind Wrap Up. Wreckage.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. So tune in and look out for that 11 a.m. Eastern. Sunday morning, we'll be there to talk all things AEW. I'm almost now not regretting, but then I have to watch Collision also today.
What's happening
anyway,
on Collision tonight? What's the counter programming?
Yeah, who knows? But you're right. If they want to be classy, they should do what you said, man, and actually do a little tribute for Cena too.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
else
would do it tonight. I'd just do it on Wednesday.
It'd be better on Dynamite though, 100%. But anyway, saying that, Rick, before we go, is anything you want to put over? Anything else?
Just a couple hours, everybody. We'll see you in about 3 hours.
All right. Well, like Bruce says, let's get high and watch. Well, yeah. If you want to follow me on the X, you can at the PWC Network. But yeah, as Rick said, tune in later on tonight for the Saturday Night's Main Event watch along. And we'll see you then. Till next time, Thank you, everybody, and peace.
No respect, just pain that I bring. No time is up, now bow me down. You fear me now, you fear me now. No more hustle, just beat down. You fear me now, you fear me now. I don't do handouts, I don't do cheers. I break your idols, I shatter careers. No 5-knuckle shuffle, just knuckles to jaws. No one ever give up, just breaking the laws. I don't shake hands, I don't kiss babies. I bury legends, they pushing up daisies. You want the old me, well that dude is dead. All that's left is a monster in red. Your time is up, now bow me down. You fear me now, you fear me now. No more hustle, just beat down. You fear me now, you fear me now. No bright lights, no cheers in the crowd, just silence. Cause I shut y'all down, no redemption, just domination. So without Cena means no hesitation.